So recently I went on a Hinge date.
Ooh, Hinge.
Someone who told me that they just recently went on a spiritual journey with something that they took out of the spine of a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that was?
So that was most likely Bofu.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, guys? We're dreamers, we're moms, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. Now let's get creatively unhinged. This episode of the Mommy Artist Podcast is brought to you by EK The Boutique. Whether you're headed to an audition, school drop-off, a meeting, or just trying to feel a little more yourself, EK The Boutique is all about helping women feel confident, comfortable, and beautiful in what they wear. Located in Richmond, Texas, and online, EK offers thoughtfully curated fashion and accessories designed to light you up from the inside out. More than a boutique, it's a community built on kindness, authenticity, and doing good. Because whether you're walking into a Broadway audition or just conquering your Monday, confidence is always in style. You can shop online at www.ektheboutique.com and make sure to follow their Instagram at ektheboutique for new arrivals, styling inspiration, and the latest from the EK The Boutique. Now, enjoy the episode. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. Today's guest helps people remember something many of us lose along the way, ourselves. Samantha Magnolia is a mother, writer, former theater kid, and the founder of Altar of Us. Their work lives at the intersection of creativity, intimacy, authenticity, and healing, helping people reconnect with who they are beneath the expectations, conditioning, and inherited stories that can quietly shape our lives. Through somatic practice, spiritual integration, and a healthy dose of humor, Samantha guides people back to self-trust, self-awareness, and a deeper sense of home within themselves. Today, we're talking about identity, motherhood, creativity, healing, the stories we inherit, and what happens when we finally start listening to our own voice instead of everybody else's. Let's get into it. Sam.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's
No.
a pleasure and an honor.
No, I've been excited about this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really have.
Awesome.
I really have. I think it's going to be like a good flow. I feel like good vibes already. Like, this is going to be good.
We're two theater kids.
What? I know. Like, what could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Right.
We could turn this into a whole little show if we wanted to.
We could.
And we will. No. Okay. So why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself? Like, where'd you grow up? Just a little bit of your origin story.
So I am a New York native, born and raised in Brooklyn in Coney Island. So not a Knicks fan. Sorry.
But until now?
Yeah. For now. Born and raised in Coney Island, and let's see. Creation and creating has always been a thing for me.
Okay.
My whole life. Like it was a lifeline, always.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have you always been like a deep thinker? Like when you were a kid, did you feel different than other kids?
Very much so.
Yes.
I lived in my head a lot. It was my safe place. It was the place that I could create whole worlds that I would find like safety and comfort in, because there wasn't really somewhere I felt like I belonged.
Same.
So that was it for me. Up until high school, that was where I lived.
Yes. And I remember, I distinctly remember as a kid, having not only so many thoughts, but also just deeper thoughts. And I was kind of raised an only child too, even though I have half siblings, but they were much older. So in the home, I was raised as an only child, and I didn't have anyone else in the house. So I just remember this sounds kind of sad to saying it out loud, but just coming up with stories like in my head, or with the Barbies, or imagine, my imagination was wild. And I had the awareness even at that time of I think this is not what everyone else is thinking. Like, I don't know, right? Like,
does everyone else have this much of a whole world, a whole
yes,
thing?
like an
Yeah.
inner monologue even at like 8 years old, or the dramatics I would go through, like, and create in my head. Like, I remember a story of like spilling like something on the floor, and my mom like did not care. Like, she was not like one of those moms who was like, oh my gosh, like would freak out or anything. But like
Mm.
in my head, I guess that day I wanted to create this narrative like that I was going to get in really big trouble. So I was like, I'm so sorry. Da, da, da. I like put myself in timeout. And I remember like seeing in the movies how the kids like in the old days used to write like, I will not spill like this thing.
Mhm.
I did that. And like,
No, by yourself.
yeah. And like she didn't tell me to. Like I gave it to her. She's like, that's probably when she's like, she needs therapy.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think I was just like, and I was really into movies as a young kid.
Mm.
Like they affected me heavily. I was very emotional, like in tune with my emotions. Like, I don't know. But like, what were you going to say? Not until theater, not until high school theater
Yeah,
is
not
where you
until high
felt
school.
seen.
Yeah, like, that's when I felt like I finally had a place. Like, I
Mhm.
went to a performing arts high
Oh,
school in the
perfect.
city, like,
Oh,
in
that's
Manhattan, not
cool.
too far from here,
That's cool.
and, like, everyone was weird.
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone was, like,
You're like,
out there.
actually, I'm not weird.
I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of normal."
Way more normal.
Yeah. But in high school, like, I was in vocal music because my mom wanted me to focus on my voice and
Okay,
not be in
cool.
theater, but I wanted to be in theater so
Yes.
bad. I was in love with Wicked at the time before it was popular.
Right. That's what all theater kids say. We knew Wicked before Wicked was Wicked. Before
Right,
Ariana Grande.
right. And it was a place where I finally felt free enough to express myself,
Mhm.
but still somewhere that I was still, like, a little like, "Oh, I don't know if this is it for me." Like,
Right.
everyone else wanted a
Like it's a
career.
career.
Yeah, and I was like, "I don't it's nice."
Yeah. But like you didn't see yourself like going through the grind of like the auditioning and all that
No.
stuff.
I hated that part of it.
I did too.
Yeah.
Actually. And I never really, so I'm from Texas, but I never like the natural path would for someone in Texas who was into like theater and all that stuff would go to New York, go to LA. Like I never
Mhm.
could like bring myself to do it because I'm also like an introvert by nature. And I like in this setting, I feel safe. And
Mm.
so I can just talk on and on and be completely myself. But like I had trouble calling down to get ice like for the room. Like I don't
Yeah.
know why. Like I just like I'm just like a nervous kid. But like you said, when I found high school theater, or you went to a performing arts school, that's way cooler. We only had a theater program in my high school, and it was, like, all the weird kids were in it. It was, like, because
Mm.
like, at Texas, like, football, like, we're like,
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure a
where I'm
completely different, like,
yeah,
culture.
that's where I'm from, and, my parents were a little, like, at first, but then they were, like, really supportive, going forward, and I just found my peace there and my people and the sense of community and
Mhm.
just the sense of like being a part of a cast and being a part of like just like everyone was different but we all shared this like special unique like unspoken like thing. Like what do you think that is?
I
Like
think that thing is the willingness to be ourselves
yeah.
during a time when it's not popular to be yourself. Like in high
Yes.
school, everybody is fitting into like some group
Yep.
somewhere. And even in my performing arts school, there were still like
There
cliques.
were
Like there were the theater kids and then there were the vocal kids. Like so even then it gets
yes.
split up. And I was like one of the weird kids that like moved around
Yeah.
different groups. Like I would go to the dance room and hang out
Yeah.
with the
That's
dancers.
good
And
though.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It gave me the chance to explore myself more. And like you were saying, like, I don't really like to interact with people. Like, I'm kind of an introvert,
Mhm.
but I become really extroverted when I get to help people. And like, I
Yeah.
knew that then. I was like, I like helping people.
Mhm.
So I wanted to be a forensic psychologist or a
Ooh,
nurse.
cool. And
Yeah.
then what happened? I'm kidding.
college happened.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, "Oh, no.
Yeah, no,
I don't
these
wanna
are
do this
these are hard
forever."
these are hard things.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like this school thing. It's not for me."
So did you finish college?
I did. I got my bachelor's in what is it? Health science.
Okay.
And that was, like, the beginning of me being like, "Ooh, I think I really like science." Like,
Mhm, like the
you
psychology and
yes,
like
the biology, the anatomy and
okay.
physiology, the understanding of the way the human mind and the body work together, and
Mm.
I was like, "Ooh, I like this," but still didn't know what I wanted to do,
Right.
and when I graduated, the job market was trash.
Mm.
And I was
Mhm.
like, "I'm just gonna continue to be a server and make $1,000 a
Right,
week
right,
because
right.
it's great
Yes.
money and it's easy and I still get to help people
Yes, true.
have a great time." Like,
Exactly.
yeah. So I was
Bring
like,
them
"I'll just stay here."
drinks.
Right.
People say that theater kids become more emotionally aware adults. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I actually think I have to agree with that one.
Mhm.
I think when you're a theater kid, you tap into so many different emotions within songs, within theater, and, like, you're learning how to perform to the back role. So you're, like,
Yes.
you're giving it your all, and
Mhm.
that takes you being able to pull it from somewhere within.
Mhm.
So, yeah, for sure,
That's
I
so
do.
true. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And, like, playing different characters and putting yourself in different people's shoes plays on empathy. It helps you, like, kind of just, like, get out of your own head for a moment because you're like, you have to become someone else. And you have to study how, like, that person would think about that situation, and that just doesn't stay within your theater class. You take that with you out into the real world, and so I think so many times, like, I don't know, I'm almost too like, it's almost, like, too much for me that oftentimes I think I feel too much. Like,
Mm,
I'm one of those people, it's like, I wish sometimes I could feel less or, like, I can't watch certain movies. Like, I know now, like, I can't watch movies about certain things. I can't I'm like, have you heard the term highly sensitive person?
mhm.
I'm a highly sensitive person.
Yeah, same.
And so with even at the movies, sometimes it's too loud. Like, I don't know, just everything is just, like, heightened for me, and I just had to learn how to and then because when you're a kid, you're like, you don't know anything, and it wasn't really talked about back then. There was no kind of outlet
Nope.
back then, and, but now, like, understanding it, it's like, "Oh, this is a gift.
It's such a gift.
This is, like, I might be psychic."
Probably, I mean, honestly.
I mean, like, I tell people that all the time because, like, I just, like, I can feel like, I can sense a room, like, and I don't know
Mhm.
what that is, but, like, there's something there that's, like, I don't know.
There's definitely something there. I
So
mean,
can you feel it?
yeah, I mean, similarly, like, there are the, like, clear senses that we talk about in,
Yes.
like, spirituality, and I feel like so many people have been taught to, like, stuff it down or that it
Yes.
was a problem, that it was too much. You
Mhm,
feel too much.
mhm.
That was me. "You feel too much. Please don't feel so much," but I can't help it.
Yeah.
I feel everything, and I feel it so very deeply,
Mhm,
and it was a very long time before I realized, "Oh, this is actually a gift. I can actually learn to hone this. I can actually learn to turn it down
mhm,
too." And now
mhm.
that I know how to turn it down, I'm like, "Oh, whew,
Yes.
that's great." Mhm.
Yes. I agree, and I guess, like, just now like, you just made me realize that I think I have learned how to turn it down because it's just, like, at first you thought you had to take everything in all the time and
Mm.
process that and feel that, and now I really do just kind of I can, like, let stuff go more so, I guess. Is that what you
Yeah.
mean by, like, turning it off? Like
Yeah, like, I can allow myself to feel what I need to feel
mhm,
and not drown in it,
mhm,
right?
yes.
Yeah, like, I'm like, "Okay, I'll cry about it. I'll let it out." And then I can, like, let it pass, like, I don't have to sit in this, and then when I walk into a room and the room feels crazy,
Mhm,
I don't have to continue to be, like, connected to that. I
like,
can, like,
absorb oh,
have my own bubble that
yes.
I'm in and be like, "I'm in my bubble now, and this energy is not gonna affect me, and I'm
Mhm,
gonna stay in my bubble because I don't want to."
I like that.
Yeah.
Did your, like, family growing up, like, were you, like, outspoken about, like, how the way you felt about, I don't know, like, the universe and, like, how you're talking up spirituality, I guess?
I had, like, absolutely no lens for
Okay.
this at all. Like, we were, like, 2 a year Catholics,
Okay. Right.
so religion wasn't even, like, an
Right.
outlet for it, and
2 a year, I like that.
oh, yeah, so I didn't have a lens or, like, an understanding of, like, what it was, and I was a very, like, outspoken, like, rambunctious kid, but, like, honestly had that, like, stripped from me very early because it
Mm,
was not okay
mhm.
in my family to be, like, a kid who had an opinion.
Right.
It was like children are to be heard to be, seen and not heard.
Yep. Mhm. Man. So
Yeah.
when did that, like, shift for you?
When I became a mother.
Really?
It
Oh
took a
my
really long time for that to shift for me.
wow.
Yeah.
Was it something like that because you didn't want that for your child?
I wanted them to have the opportunity to truly know who they were and not
Yes.
have to, like, learn it later on, and I wanted them to be able to, like, tell me,
Mhm.
like, how I was doing as a parent, honestly, because
Mhm.
I don't know how to do this.
Right. I
I don't know
always
what
say
I'm
that.
doing.
I was like, "It's my first. I always say that to my kids. I'm like, "It's my first time."
Right.
And they're like, "Mom, you've had us for blah, blah, blah." I was like, "I've never had a 7-and-a-half-year-old. I
Yeah.
never had" yeah, so
Yeah.
same.
My favorite line is, "I'm just a human being who just so happened to have a baby at 29."
Ah,
I
that's a
don't know
good
nothing
one.
else.
That's a good one.
Just trying we're doing this together. Help.
See, I kind of fucked up at the beginning because I told them I had superpowers. And they, like, really took that to heart. And I think I was really mainly talking about it when they were sick,
Mm.
because when they were really little, because you obviously have to be with them when they're sick, and oftentimes I wouldn't get sick, and they're like, "Mom, how come you don't get sick?" I was like, "Well, mommies have mommy powers, mommy superpowers." But now that they're little, like, have little attitudes and try to come to me with stuff, I'm like, "I am just a human, like, I am just like you." No, I go, "Moms have feelings too." And they're like, "No, they don't." And I go, "I know, I know you feel bad for me." Like, "Yes, they do. I have feelings." And they hit me with the, "You have superpowers." I'm like, "Ah,
Damn.
man. That was good at the moment, but then now it's just
Right, it
not
backfired.
not totally backfired, man." Do you think the silencing of our younger selves, because I didn't even know this, that you were, basically silenced as a child,
Yeah.
told to be smaller, be softer, quieter. Do you think that is intentional? Well, in your case, by your family, but also do you think it's like the media and the government has like a play in it to tell ourselves to quiet ourselves?
Most definitely.
Mhm.
You're easier to control when you don't know who you are,
Yeah. Ooh.
you know? Like, even with our parents, like,
Mm.
it's so easy to control a child who's exactly who you told them to be.
Mhm.
You know, and the same thing with the government and society. It's easier to, like, just have people move a certain way.
Mhm. Ooh. That
Yeah.
was good. So we're all born just like kind of happy, naive kids thinking
Mm.
everything's great and everything's good and we can be whoever we want to be because in school they try to, they're like, you can be whatever you want to
Yeah.
be and everyone's the same and blah, 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 blah. So, what parts of yourself got quieter as you got older and then, like, society started to creep in, your parents started to creep in, like, what do you think, like, dimmed the light?
Everything.
Yeah.
One of the things that, like, my dad is, like, from the South and, like, grew up during Jim Crow, and he'd be like, "You
Mm.
have to be the right type of Black girl."
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know? So it was just like, you can't be loud at all. Like, and
Mm.
I'm a fucking theater kid. Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean I can't be loud?
I
Like,
know.
I wanna be loud.
I know.
You can't be loud, and you have to dress a certain way, and there was absolutely no space for queerness
Mm.
in my family, in
Okay.
our lives. There was absolutely no space for that.
Okay.
You go to college, you get your BS, and then you get your MRS, and then you have a kid, and that
Mm.
is your happy ending. And so, like,
Wow.
everything about who I am got squashed because I'm
Wow.
queer. I don't wanna be married. I
Right.
don't wanna do that ever again. Like,
Yeah.
everything. about who I was like
Wow.
put into this like tiny box to fit into. And
Well, and just now, so it hasn't been that long then since you've been like the self that you are that I'm looking at right now.
no, not until after having my son, and they're 7 now. So it's just like it's been 7 years, and like going to therapy, because therapy was like a bad word before,
Right. Yeah, my yep.
going to therapy and kind of like digging through what was mine and what wasn't mine to carry. And then finding spirituality and being like, oh, like something feels right here. And
Mhm.
then like kind of like sifting through like all of these spiritual notions and all of this stuff and all of these rules, just to come back to the fact that like the whole point, the whole purpose of us being here is to have the experience we want to have.
Mhm.
And then being like, oh, I get to do what I want to do. Like,
Right.
I get to live in that space.
Mhm.
And then going through exploring my gender
Mhm.
and exploring my sexuality
Mhm.
and like all of these things while being a mom.
I know, but I mean, what better time, right?
I
Like,
mean, yeah.
because then you get to like, teach that all to your kid and teach them not to silence themselves, and like thank gosh that they have you.
Yeah.
Like what a gift.
Yeah. Being a mom has been the biggest motivator for me
Mhm.
to like truly know myself so that
Mhm.
they see an
Mhm.
example of what it is to live like that, to
Mhm.
constantly evolve. Cause like
Mhm.
they've seen me be many people at this point. And they're like, oh, I get to do that too. And I'm like, you do?
You do.
Yeah, you get to be as many people as you want throughout your life.
Mhm. Ugh, I love that.
Ah,
I
I feel like that's one of the beautiful things about like motherhood when we have the support that we need.
Mhm.
Like, this is this huge transition that we go through.
Yeah,
And oftentimes people talk about how like motherhood robs you of yourself, right? Like,
right.
but I also often think that motherhood doesn't just rob you of yourself, it introduces you to parts of yourself that you maybe forgotten,
Absolutely.
have suppressed, but without someone to help you work through that, it just feels crazy. Like
Oh
it
my god,
just
you're
feels
right.
you're like, I don't know what to
Yeah,
do. And I have this newborn baby I have to take care of and feed every 2 hours.
I know.
And
Yeah.
like, and then postpartum depression,
All
postpartum
the
anxiety,
things.
postpartum OCD, like all of these things set in because there's so much inside your nervous system with nowhere to go.
I know. Okay, now we're gonna talk about a word that you introduced me to.
Yes.
Matrescence.
Mhm.
Matrescence, motherhood, and identity is our next.
Mm.
Can you explain what matrescence means?
Yes. So matrescence is something that I believe in the 70s this
Okay,
word was like born,
I
right?
think you're right.
And similar to adolescence, right? It's a time in our lives where socially, biologically, psychologically, like so many different changes are happening within our bodies and within our worlds
Mhm.
as we become a mother.
Mhm.
And it basically sums up what that whole experience is and all the different pieces and parts that play a part in it.
It's so crazy that I've never heard that word.
I know. I didn't hear about it until I became a doula.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why did they not teach us this?
Right. Like, at the same time as they taught us the word adolescence.
Okay.
Like, because it is such a big change, like, we made a human
Yeah.
inside of our
From
bodies.
scratch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're in the hospital for, like, a day, and they're like, "Okay, bye."
Yeah. Send
And
you home
then
with
you're
this
like,
baby.
Now you have this baby." No,
Figure it out.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, and there is maternal instinct is real. Like, there
Mhm.
is something that, like, because I was never one of those kids that babysat. I wasn't around children a lot. Like, I never just had the urge to, like, wanna babysit anybody. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
like, the first time I, like, had my baby was like, I think I probably held a baby before that time. But, like, it was the first time I spent a lot of time around, like, a baby. But, like, I don't know, something in me just, like, kicked in.
Yeah.
And the gross stuff too, like, I don't know, so you just become this person who's just like, "Oh, alright, I just got threw up on, but, like, I'm not gonna change right now because I don't have
Got
time
it
to."
later.
Like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like, I don't know, something comes over you.
Yeah. And matrescence like talks about some of that because during matrescence, just like adolescence, our neural pathways, our neuroplasticity gets created, right, by different biological processes. And neuroplasticity helps our brain adopt a new self, right? Adopt these new things that help us parent.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, why don't they tell us that we actually like have help?
I know.
A little bit.
Or that it's like a thing. Or to like not feel weird, like that you're feeling different feelings. Or like, because we did postpartum is talked about a lot now. But like even just the act of becoming like, even if you're not like, say, fit those symptoms, like just the changes that you and your body and your identity and your everything goes through, like there needs to be like, I guess there is classes,
But they're
but
so
like not
inaccessible
yeah.
sometimes.
And it doesn't and I thought they were just about, like, how to change a diaper.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm not going to or, like, birthing classes, like, I think of, like, they teach you how to breathe and stuff like that. Like, I just that's not what I
Yeah.
don't know.
There aren't many classes that cover like everything you could know about postpartum because it's so much you can know about postpartum, like and that postpartum period and like from the PMADs, the postpartum anxiety, depression, postpartum OCD. I didn't know that that was a thing. And I had postpartum OCD and had no
Really?
idea that it was a thing.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah. Postpartum psychosis is a thing.
Oh.
There's like so much. And then there's also what is it called? DMIR, dysphoric milk ejection reflex. And it's something a lot of women who breastfeed have, right? A lot of folks, birthing folks who have breastfed, body fed, feel. And it's what happens when you have like a letdown occur
Oh.
and your dopamine levels plummet because of it.
Oh.
And I had that and I was like, I just thought I couldn't stand feeding my baby.
Right.
I just thought I hated breastfeeding.
Right.
I didn't know that there was like a scientific reason behind what was happening because when prolactin goes up, my dopamine went down.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, why did nobody tell me this? I just thought I was a horrible mom. Like, I just,
Not a
thanks.
horrible
This
mom,
is
but
so helpful. Yeah.
the knowing that something exists can help you just tackle it better, understand it better, get through it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so helpful. And then, especially during a time when your brain has so much neuroplasticity,
Yeah.
like whatever we're inputting
Yeah.
sticks really well.
Yeah. Like specifically like during pregnancies and
During pregnancy and postpartum. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So some moms say, I love my child, but I don't recognize myself anymore. What is happening there?
Motherhood has taken over everything.
Mhm.
When we don't have a village,
Mm.
that's what happens.
Mhm.
You know, when we don't have a partner who is more than willing to understand and play the role that they need to play,
Mhm.
that's what happens. Like, we have no choice but to lose ourselves because this child, this tiny being, needs so much support.
Mhm.
They can't do anything,
Right.
you know? So of course we lose ourselves in that, in
Mhm.
the whirlwind of what that looks like. It takes a village. We need a village to
I
come
know.
back in order for that to not be what happens within the first like year. I have a really good friend who just had twins
Mhm. Oof.
that were like micro preemies, like
Oh
a
gosh.
lot,
Yeah, a lot.
right?
Mhm.
And to be able to support her and her husband through that and like see what it looks like when a village shows up in one of the hardest situations you can probably be in as a parent with micro preemies in the NICU, like,
Mhm.
and to watch that she didn't fully lose herself. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it got a little shaky,
Mhm.
but she still remembered who she was. And I was just like, we just need a village.
Right.
We just need people who are going to show up for us.
Yes, and don't think you have to do it by yourself or it's like a thing. Because
Yeah.
I think that's a construct that was you like the mom is the only one that needs to wake up or like you need to do it all on your own or you
Yep.
don't need help. Like basically actually for any narrative that there is out
Mhm.
there right now, like ask somebody for help.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. There's no shame in asking for the help and needing the help. And anybody who tells you that, like, there should be some, like, tell them to go kick rocks,
I know.
to sweep a
Agree.
dry puddle.
I know.
Because there were so many times that I heard that in my early postpartum days, like, oh, you act like you don't want to be a mom. And I was like, I'm drowning.
Yeah, it's like what do
Like,
you
I just
mean?
want you to throw a life raft. Like, that's it.
I know. Like give me like
Yeah.
gosh, I remember when they're really little, 10 minutes alone was like just,
Heaven.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy we did all that.
It is.
What does becoming yourself truly mean? And how do we know when we've done it?
It's when you understand what intimacy looks like with
Mm.
yourself, right? So
Mhm.
this is something that I teach anyone who like comes across and works with me. Self-intimacy as power.
Okay.
So there are 7 to 12 types of intimacy depending on like what psychologist you talk to about it. And I encourage everyone to look into what these types of intimacy look like with yourself. We're always talking about intimacy with other people and your
Mhm.
love languages.
Mhm.
Do you know that with yourself? Do you know what it
Mhm.
looks like when you have crisis intimacy? Like, what does your mind say to you when you're in crisis? Are
Mhm.
you like tearing yourself to bits because you
Mhm.
feel like you made the wrong decision?
Mhm.
Is that how you wanna be in relationship with yourself? Like, really getting down to the nitty-gritty of understanding the ways we wanna be in right relationship with ourselves, right?
Mhm.
Um, with our inner critic, with
Mhm.
our highest self,
Mhm.
with our younger selves, right?
Right.
With all of these parts of ourselves, what does it look like to have an intimate relationship with yourself? And I feel like you know that you've done that once you know that you don't know shit.
Ah, that's
Like,
good.
once you know that it's gonna change,
That's good.
that it's gonna become something new and that you need to revisit it often. Like,
Mhm.
once you know that that's what it is, then you've done it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like, when people are so like, I'm skeptical of people that are, like, obviously, like, set in their ways and, like, what are you I mean, you're nah.
Stagnancy is like akin to death. Like, if
Yes.
you're not gonna grow and evolve as a human being, like, if you're not doing that, then you might as well go ahead and just like lay out and lay there and do nothing.
Yes.
Because what's the point then? Like, if you're not experiencing things that change your mind
Mhm.
or that help you expand your view, like,
Mhm.
then what are we doing? Like,
Right.
that's the fun of it
That's
all.
why we're here, to
Yeah.
experience this realm of this planet within this body that we have and, like, see what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the whole purpose.
yeah.
Like, I love my work, but my work is not my purpose.
Mhm.
My work is just the calling that my soul, I guess, decided it wanted to do while I was here. But my
Right.
purpose is really to like be in joy and have fun
Yes.
and see the
Same.
beauty of things and be in right relationship with people and like,
Yes.
cause that's the fun part. And if I
Yes.
do nothing else in life but that, I'm fine with it.
Yes. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right now, I will go out and like have a good time and people are like, "Oh my god, like you're a mom, you're 36, like you shouldn't be doing these things." And I'm like, "I'm going to have fun.
No,
I'm going to do whatever I want to do." And
same.
like why not?
Same. I have pink hair and I have to go to school.
I love your pink hair.
And I'm like and I mean, now they know me and I've had it for a while, but at
Mhm.
first
Yeah, they
and
were
oh my
like,
gosh, and my family was like this what like you midlife crisis, that's what everyone's saying, midlife crisis. I'm like, "Okay, maybe," but it was a crisis averted because now I am like I am my highest. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'm becoming my higher self and I
yeah.
like am I created this community and I can feel it from everyone I meet, like every guest that I've met, like from everywhere I've been has taught me something and has
Mm,
like just enriched my life in a way that like if I hadn't done this podcast, like if nothing else, it's for me. Like if
yeah.
it doesn't become anything or nobody watches it, like I'm getting the enrichment and I'm getting to meet cool people and I'm like creating this moment for myself and like I don't know. I think that's cool. So I'm all with you on like life's about fun. Life's too short. Like you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Like just do your thing.
Yeah, do the things that bring you joy.
Yeah, and people will always come up to me and be like it's a lot about my nails. People about my hair, they're like, I don't know. I think it's too wild to even comprehend them to
Mm,
doing their hair like that. But my nails will be like a different color than pink or red or something. Like, "Ugh, I wish I could do that to my nails. I'm like, you can. She's like,
you
I
have
couldn't.
free will.
They're like, I could never do that.
Ugh,
I was like, "Oh, just do it. What do you mean you could never?" Like, and it's almost like I feel bad for
yeah.
those people. It's like, you know,
You're
reach
literally
reach out a little bit. Get that blue
Yeah.
nail.
Yeah, you're literally living in a box that someone else puts you in because it's not even what you want.
Yeah. Right. You don't even know if you want it because you never tried it.
Right.
Ugh. What is one thing you have had to unlearn to become more of your higher self?
That there is no destination.
Mm.
Like, I think their name is Shaman Derek, and it's like my email, like, quote, and it's like, the purpose of spirituality isn't to become your highest self. It's to become the self that's willing to stay in evolution.
Ooh.
And I think like that's it for me. Like to just continue to be in evolution,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
means that I am my highest self
Yeah.
because I'm just continuing to evolve and go.
And to seek and
Yeah.
to
And to
yeah.
know that I don't know,
Yes,
like
to know.
there's so much I do know, but
Mhm.
there's so much I don't know.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay, let's talk about survival mode. I talk about it a lot in therapy. There was a point in my life where I was in complete survival mode, to the point where I would wake up with my teeth chattering,
mm.
um, just living in this like constant fear of whatever it was. And it's a real thing that I didn't know was like actually physically real until it happened to me. And then also the point is that it is so hard to be in a creative mindset when you're in survival mode. Do you think it's possible to be creative in survival mode?
Honestly, you could create something, but it probably won't be anything too great.
Right.
Really, and I think we see that sometimes with, like, musical artists sometimes who, like,
Mhm.
make this one album that's like, "Oh my god, it's so great," and then make another album and everybody's like,
Yeah, because 'cause they're not feeling it.
Yeah, when you're in survival mode, it's this buildup, this long-term buildup. It doesn't happen overnight, that your nervous system is, like, in shock and fawn and, like, whatever it is, and it's over a long amount of time that this, like,
Mhm.
happens and puts you into survival mode. And when we're creating from our heart space.
Mhm.
And it's really hard to even know what's happening in your heart space
Mhm.
when your root space, right,
Mhm.
has no stability.
Mhm.
Is constantly like that is the place that is taking all of your energy trying to find stability,
Yep.
trying to find safety
Yep.
constantly. And you can't really stack up on all the rest of those chakras and get to the heart space and expand that space enough to like really be able to create from that space or to be able to create from your sacral space, from that erotic pleasure. Like you
Mhm.
can't do that if you are in your root chakra a hot mess.
Mhm.
It just doesn't happen.
Mine was freeze.
Mm,
I would go into freeze and sometimes literal freeze, right?
yeah.
I could not move. Like, I could move, but, like, I couldn't like, if you told me to try to be still, I couldn't be as still as I was in those moments. 'Cause, like, I don't know, I think my body was just trying it was just, like, completely
Mm,
shut down, like, at that moment, and I would just freeze, and, like, I would have to pull over sometimes if I was driving and just sit there for a moment, and then I'd, have to, like, do that she was like, "Move your hands," or, like, I'd try to get out of that functional freeze, and, but I don't know, it's just so crazy that our nervous system can just take over and really mess with our brain can then have, like, physical impacts, like, that show up physically present in our bodies.
our trauma or emotions like show up in our body when it's
Mhm,
like dis-ease, right?
mhm,
But there are like such tiny ways, the tightness in your hips,
mhm.
maybe trauma or emotion
Mm,
stored there, you know?
yeah,
Like so there's so many ways that like the body keeps the score, right? And I like to
mhm,
tell folks like, yes, the body keeps the score and it's also the thing that's going to help you figure out what's what.
mhm,
Learn to sit with your body and ask your tight hips, "Hey, what's going on?
mm,
What's happening in here? Why do you feel like this?"
yeah.
And sit still long enough for them to answer you. And people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Do it and then come back."
No, I like that.
Yeah.
What is it called? What did you say it's called?
What?
Wait, I don't know. You said something like a cool phrase. It was like
The Body Keeps the Score.
Yeah.
It's a
Body
book.
keeps the score.
Yeah, it's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. And I can't remember the author because this author stole it from somebody else and I just forgot their name.
What are signs in people in their bodies when their nervous system is asking for support? What can it manifest as?
Overthinking,
Mhm.
people pleasing,
Mhm.
right? Because you're just like trying to avoid anything else from happening.
Right.
And that's like your automatic reaction. Like if you're constantly someone who constantly gets sick,
Yeah.
if you're constantly catching a cold, like every time your kid comes home from kindergarten with something, you got it too.
Like immune system.
Your
stuff.
immune system is let shot. Headaches, like
Mhm.
almost every physical reaction our body has is a response to something emotional.
That's crazy.
Almost every single time. There's actually a study that was recently done about cancer patients.
Mhm.
And they found that all of the cancer patients had the same type of trauma within, I think it was like 2 years of their cancer diagnosis.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
That is crazy, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Um, what is your favorite practice to help your nervous system?
My favorite practice to help my nervous
Or let's do
system.
2. Let's do, like, okay, 1 if you're, like say you're, like, really overwhelmed in the moment and you need to, like, an immediate, like, calm down. Like, is there something you can do that's quick?
So, my favorite thing to do then is havening.
What's that?
It's like giving yourself a big hug
Oh,
and just like rubbing yourself and like breathing into it and just like just really love it on yourself the
oh,
way
I
that we
like
do our
that.
kids when they're having a hard
Oh,
time. Like
yeah.
I love havening.
I've never heard of that or done that, but oh boy, am I gonna start.
Yeah. Because I'll be like,
Oh, I
and just
like
give myself a
that.
hug.
It's like self-soothing.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Yeah.
do think I do that with my head. Like, sometimes I'll just be sitting there and, like, you know, like, as if someone else
Hmm.
is doing it, but it's just me.
Sensory, like different sensory things are
Yeah.
like the easiest thing to do. Like sometimes I'll take like cold water and place it on the back of my
Yep.
neck and that automatically like shocks my system
Mhm.
and takes me to a place where I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm not there anymore. I'm here. And now I can like actually think.
Yeah, like distraction.
Yeah.
Something that
Yeah.
okay. What about, like, a long something that you could practice over time that could help just kind of, like, calm you down?
So I would have to say I have two. Meditation is definitely one
Okay.
because I'm a meditation girly. But I'm also a somatics girly. And one of
Okay.
my favorite things is this somatic practice that I like to call soul train. Right.
Okay.
And it's queuing up 3 songs that invoke the emotion that you wanna release or the emotion that you want more of, right?
Ooh, okay. I
And
like
then you
that.
queue up those songs and take a couple moments, breathe, get into your body, play your songs, and before you move your body with your brain, you allow your body to listen to this music
Mm.
and to begin to, like, move
Mhm.
however you wanna move.
Mhm.
Ah, I love this practice
I
so
love
much.
that. I need to try
It's
that.
so awesome, like I'm not a like, I am a crier, but when I actually should cry about something, I have a hard time. I'm like, "I'm
Right.
not gonna
Like,
cry
cry at the
about
wrong
it."
moment.
Yeah, like, I'll cry about, like, stuff, but then, like, when it's, like, really impactful things for me, sometimes I have a hard time.
Right.
So that is the practice that I go to, and I have the same 3 songs, and I cue them up, and I allow myself to, like, feel whatever I need to feel, the grief, the rage, whatever it is.
Oh, I love that. Thanks for that tip. Tell us about the altar of us and what that is.
So the altar of us is my practice. It's my space, my altar
Mhm.
where I support folks in coming home to themselves, right?
Mhm.
I love this space because it was born from motherhood for me.
Yes.
One of the things I say all the time about my child is not my job to mold the clay, to
Right.
mold them. My job is to hold the container.
Ooh,
So I hold the container for other people to come home to themselves.
I love that.
We work with entheogens, we work with somatic work, we work with different spiritual modalities. It's an altar, like for us to come home to ourselves.
So, but it's like a type of therapy, would you say?
Yeah, I would call myself a healing artist now.
Okay, no, I like that, a healer. Healing
Yeah.
artist, I like that.
Yeah. But it's definitely therapeutic. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, and how can people find you? How can
You
people
can find me online at thealtarofus.online. And then you can also find me on IG at Magnolia in Concrete.
All right. So if I was coming to you for the first time as a client, what would that look like?
So it really depends on what you are interested in.
Mhm.
Right now, I'm doing focus on one-on-one work and developing a course for
Mhm.
folks.
Cool.
So for one-on-one work, it's a rigorous thing. Like we have to see if we're a match. You fill
Mhm.
out a form, we have a consultation.
Mhm.
But this August, I will have a course that is accessible to folks when they need it, how
Oh,
they need it,
cool.
self-paced. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what is the most common thing you're seeing right now that people need help with? Is it just like nervous system regulation? Is it the stresses of just this world, this crazy world we're living in? Like,
Self-compassion.
oh,
That's the biggest one
okay.
that I see a lot. Folks inner critic.
Mm,
We are so hard on ourselves. Like,
yes.
and we live in a world that's so hard on us, so it makes
Yes.
sense. But self-compassion is a huge one. Self-intimacy is the other.
Okay. Wow. Can you explain what altered and expanded states of awareness means?
Sure, I can. So, so there are many ways to get to an altered or expanded state of awareness. It just means you are seeing more than you normally would, right?
Right.
Seeing, feeling, hearing, tasting, smelling, whatever it is,
Mhm.
more than you normally would. So I like to tell the story of one of my clients who was in my Soulful Synergy program, and they were like, I went outside and I looked at this tree and like it just looked different. I don't know it. If it looked like different. And I was like, that's you're seeing this tree as a life form and not just like this inanimate object. That's
Mhm.
an altered state of awareness.
Mhm.
These things are around us. The trees are breathing, living things,
Yes.
but we normally don't see it.
Right. And it's crazy to see, like, when you see, like, a picture of the veins, like, you'll see a picture of the body, like, and it's the body's veins, and then right next to it, you'll see, like, what was it? I think a picture like roots or something,
Hmm.
and how, like, interconnected all of that stuff is,
Yeah,
and how, like did you see the documentary, like, that fungi documentary?
probably. I've seen them all.
I don't know, that's just so, crazy and so much out there, and actually, Hannah's boyfriend, Ashish, is a neuroscience major. He graduated from in neuroscience, and he wants to study the effects of psychedelics in a treatment, like, in a caring
Hmm.
world, right? Or how to he
Yeah.
wants to study
Psychedelic
so
assisted
yes,
therapy.
yes, he wants to
Uh-huh.
have one of those, like, clinics.
Ah, I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that?
I have conflicting thoughts, right?
Uh-huh.
I love science,
Mhm.
but oftentimes science takes something that's spiritual and like strips it of its spirituality
Okay.
and then makes it something completely different. And so I'm not too looking forward to, what they may do with entheogens in the future.
Okay.
But currently, what they're doing is like amazing because they're proving things through research
Mhm.
that like we didn't know, right?
Right.
At least, not Western medicine didn't know.
Right.
Um, I love it. It's expanding people's thoughts about what's possible
And
with plant
what are we
medicine.
talking about
What do you mean?
here exactly?
Oh, so like working with entheogens, working with mushrooms, working with iboga now is like one that's coming, into the
What's
view.
that? Is that
So it's another form of plant medicine that's from the Igbo people in Gabon.
okay.
And there are so many celebrities who have gone to Gabon and like sat with this medicine, and it's an
Is it like an ayahuasca
amazing.
situation?
Similar to ayahuasca, it's made from, I believe, the root or the bark of another plant, but that plant grows in Africa, where ayahuasca mostly grows
Okay.
in the southern
Hemisphere.
hemisphere. Yep. um, but yeah, there's so much research
Mhm.
being done into what mushrooms and iboga and ayahuasca and bofu, like all these different possibilities. And I love to see that happen.
Mhm.
I just hope that
It doesn't take away, like, the
Yeah, like the indigenous knowledge,
Like the magic
the
almost.
indigenous understanding, the spiritual understanding of what
Spirituality of
these
it.
medicines are for. Like, we call them entheogens for a reason, not psychedelics. Psychedelics are mind-altering substances. Entheogens are plants and animals, natural substances meant to awaken the God within.
Oh,
To
so you don't.
generate the God within.
So you don't consider mushrooms psychedelics?
No, I consider them entheogens.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, or I didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I say the difference is psychedelics are man-made and
So what's
entheogens
like a
are
psychedelic, like
plant.
LSD?
Yeah,
Okay.
LSD, MDMA.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah.
So recently I went on a Hinge date.
Ooh, Hinge.
Someone who told me that they just recently went on a spiritual journey with something that they took out of the spine of a frog. Do you know what that was?
So that was most likely bofu.
Yes. I was like, what? I'd never heard of that before.
Did that last summer.
You did that last summer?
Yeah.
How was it? Like, yes or no?
Yes. I feel like there's some work to be done before you start sitting with what I call the big boys. Like, the big boys are anything that have DMT.
Okay, right.
Yeah, like start with mushrooms or something.
Right. Right.
But it was an amazing experience that helped me let go of things from my childhood I had been carrying for so long and like refused to put down for some reason. I was like, no, this is who I am.
Right. But
and after that, I was like, oh, actually, this is not who I am. This is not the way I have to see things. I don't have to see my hard childhood as this badge of honor to wear. Like, in a way, like I've been through so much trauma. I can actually see my childhood as preparation for who I am today. Like, living in my mind so much as a child is what enables me to now sit with medicine the way that I do.
Right. Love that. He had a similar experience with like a trauma, and he said he just saw like it was just like a God, actually he explained it. This is exactly what he said. He was like everything was this pink goo, right? But it was him and he was it. And it was like, and we were just like at a Mexican restaurant. I was like, oh, really? Tell me more. Like, first date, like probably first 30 minutes of the first date. And I'm like, okay. And, but I'm like, I buy into all of this. So it's like not like alarming to me or anything. But he was like, and then you kind of come out of it, you come before more self-aware, whatever. And I just like had this new like love for his kids. And it's just like new like sense of self and like all of this stuff. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm scared of that level.
I was scared too, but I learned about all of this medicine when I became a, somatic plant medicine facilitator. But I was just like, mushrooms is where I'm gonna stay at. I don't think I need to do all of that. But then it called me.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
And you don't regret
And I was scared too, but like I don't regret it at all. The thing that I tell people who are scared is, one, do work before you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, do some of your inner work before you go. And then most importantly, after you leave that experience, integrate what happened.
Right.
Don't just leave and go, all right. Because then you'll go back. You'll chase that.
Right. Yeah.
Because it'll last for a little while. But if you don't integrate the experience after it's done, like whatever it is that happened will last a couple months. And that'll be it.
If someone feels disconnected from themselves right now, lost in maybe it's motherhood, responsibilities, expectations, what would you want them to know? Like, what is one thing that you would tell them?
There is nothing wrong with you.
Ugh, I was hanging on every word there.
The society that we live in has programmed us to be this way. All you need to do is slow down. That's it. Just slow down. That's it.
Slow down. Did you hear that?
Just slow down, friend.
Down. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That helped me. This is a free therapy session for me. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
what I get it in for free. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little segment called the hot seat segment. Are you ready?
Ooh. The seed is hot.
Routine or spontaneity?
Routine.
Alone time or community?
Alone time.
What's your most used emoji?
The mushroom emoji.
What's the last thing that made you cry?
My kid this morning when they told me I was the best mom ever.
It was a good cry. It's good. Okay. A piece of advice you wish all mothers heard.
Forget them kids.
Yeah, forget them kids.
Forget them kids. They be all right.
Intuition or logic?
Oh my God. Intuition.
Yes, come on.
I want to say logic though. I'm an air sign. I'm a Libra. I gotta weigh everything out.
I'm a Sagittarius. Tell me one thing you wear that always makes you feel like authentically you.
Baggy pants, always.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so good to feel authentic about yourself. And if you want to feel your authentic self, you can too by shopping at EK The Boutique. And you can find them at www.ektheboutique.com. Okay, a belief you've outgrown.
The binary.
There you go. Favorite comfort food. That was a weird segue.
Favorite comfort food. There's this place called Williams Candy in Coney Island, and they have these marshmallows that are covered with caramel and peanuts.
Ooh, okay.
So good.
Okay. A word that describes this season of your life.
Freedom.
That's what I said when I was asked that question
Yeah.
on my 40th birthday. Yes! Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Sovereignty,
we're so connected.
liberation.
Yes, I love that. Oh my gosh, it was so nice talking to you.
You too. I'm
So much. I'm so glad we met. We better not we're friends now.
No, yeah, we are
You
friends
know
now. Yeah.
that.
Like, you know too much already.
Okay. Well, everyone's gonna know what
That's fine. Everybody knows too much.
what I know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for just taking the time out of your day and
Of course.
for being here with us today. And you really taught me a lot, and I took a lot of what you said to heart. So I want you to know that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people, and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. All right, besties, my glass is empty, but my cup is full, and that means it's the end of the episode. Remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people, and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. You can find the Mommy Artists podcast on YouTube to watch the full video. Give it a like, hit subscribe, and come back next week for more iconic chaos and creative magic. But no worries if not.